Good morning, afternoon, evening, or nighttime, wherever and whenever you may be watching. And thanks for clicking and joining me today with a lovely cup of tea. It's very hot. It's very hot. Slightly different video today. I'm not going to be talking about one fragrance, but I'm going to be talking about two samples that were kindly sent to me from the guys over at Bloom Perfume after I ordered and paid for them. That being said, Bloom Perfume, I feel like if you go into London and you're a fan of perfume and you're a fan of especially indie-based fragrances, you have to visit Bloom Perfume. Me and my girlfriend Sarah, we go on a lot of trips to London, and I cannot go to London without visiting that store. It's only a small shop. I want to say it's near like Covent Garden in London. I'll leave a link for the website down below, but it just stocks rare, hard to find indie perfumes. And if you go on their website, you can also order a 1ml sample of pretty much any of the perfumes they stock. Good stuff. So getting right into these two fragrances. These two, the one of them I've had my eye on for a long time, and I'm going to butcher the pronunciation, so I'm going to wait until I can read it to try and get it somewhat right. And the other was a brand new release, and they both caught my eye. And they come in this little bag, similar to a sort of bag you make drugs in. I don't know. Anyway, these are the two fragrances. They also at Bloom, they send you the samples and they come with tags that have got ingredients. I think it's, the name of the fragrance and the ingredients. So I'm going to try, basically these two are quite polar opposites. They're not the same company, but they're two very different fragrances. The one is like a marine, fresh, aquatic fragrance, and the other is known as like a very, very, very smoky, like king of the smoke fragrances. So let's go for the marine fresh one first, so I don't blow my nostrils out with the smoke. This is the first time that I'm trying either of these fragrances, but the first one I'm going to go for is called Rockstar, and it's by Carner. I think Carner's most known fragrance is probably Elborn, but this one, as I said, I'm not going to read them. I'll read the notes after I spray it to see if I can pick anything up, but I know it is a marine fresh sort of fragrance, and I really love that. Really nice. I can smell it in the air. Well, I can smell it as well because I just smelled directly where I sprayed it. It is reminding me, what's it reminding me of? If I'm being totally honest, the very first thing it's reminding me of is like a hand wash that I would have had in the past. Again, like it is very aquatic, it's very marine, it's very fresh, it's very watery. But there's something in there, if I'm being totally honest, that does remind me of something I would find in a bathroom, like a cleaning, whether it be a hand wash or whether it be a, sorry, my cat's dicking about over there, whether it be a hand wash or an air freshener. Let's have a look at the notes. So the notes in this one are bergamot, mandarin, and sea salt. It is salty. There's a salty aspect to it. Heart notes are jasmine. Jasmine features a lot, I find, in aquatic fragrances because there's kind of like this watery aspect to that sort of white floral. Jasmine sambac, lily of the valley, and a mineral accord, adding on to that water theme. Orange blossom and seagrass. Orange blossom, yeah. It's not crazy forward, but yeah, I should have been able to pick that out. I should have got that. And the base notes are ambergris, cedarwood, and white musk. Again, ambergris, cedarwood, white, things you would come to expect in the base of a fragrance like this. It is really nice. I don't think I've got anything quite like it in my collection, but it's not an unfamiliar smell. This, there's a lot of fragrances, and I've talked about this before, there's a lot of fragrances that people say are summer fragrances, but they're quite thick and they're quite sweet, and I couldn't imagine wearing them in like boiling hot heat. This, on the other hand, this is just clean. This is super, super clean, and I could imagine wearing this on a boiling hot day. It is not, that's what it's reminding me of a little bit. It's reminding me of Light Blue, that sort of realm by Dolce & Gabbana. But it's softer. It's definitely not as harsh. I find Light Blue to be quite aggressive in a way. This is more toned down. So it's up my street. Moving swiftly on to the second fragrance, the Smoke Monster, which is, I'm going to pronounce it wrong, I do apologize, Bois by Naomi, goodsir. That is how you say it. Again, I'm not going to look at the notes yet. I'm just going to spray it and see what, if I can get my finger around it, see what I get. Oh, there she too. So, just to say off the bat, in regards to smoke fragrances, I own a travel spray of A City on Fire, and I really like it. I think it's a very indie, a very cool sort of fragrance. But the the thing with City on Fire and with a lot of smoky fragrances is they have like a sweet note about them that reminds me a lot of like a barbecue, like sweet, like bacon or something like that. Is it in this? Because, you know, I like that. I don't mind it, but I also do want a fragrance that is just pure smoke. I don't always, you know, I like bacon. Don't get me wrong. But I want a fragrance also that's just smoky. This is, this is good though. This is good. Let's have a look at the notes. This may already be going on longer than I intended, but not many notes. The top notes are tobacco and whiskey. The heart notes are amber and cinnamon, labdanum and smoke. And then the base note is cedar, frankincense and oak. I really do like this. I think it is similar. In the opening, it did remind me a lot of A City on Fire. Both fragrances are incredibly smoky. And I'll be honest, there was a moment where I thought I could smell that bacon, that sort of sweetness. But as it's going on, it's just more like charred wood, which is exactly what I was looking for, to be honest. Really, really nice. There is a tinge, and I can't think what it could be coming from. Maybe the frankincense or the labdanum, but there's a tinge of like that barnyardy kind of smell, like that animalic kind of smell. But it's definitely not overpowering. It's not something that is taken away from the smoke. It's just, in a way, it's adding to it. I guess because it's reminding me of hay, which, you know, dry hay, smoke. It's a reach of a link, but you get what I mean. Whiskey, I don't drink much whiskey, so I couldn't really say, but it's not boozy. It's not like really, really boozy, but I know you can get smoky whiskey. So maybe that's just adding on to that. I do like it though. That's going to be it for this video. Just my quick first impressions of Rockstar. Really nice, like a toned down light blue by Dolce & Gabbana, which works for me. And Bois by Naomi, goodsir. Really, really nice smoky fragrance. I like them both. If you guys have tried either or both, let me know in the comments below. Hope to catch you on the next video. Peace.